I'll work on that today. How cute everybody's getting all their stuff together to do it, like Gift said to us yesterday, he's like, you guys have created your own TV station and radio station, that we can like take Daybreak and spread it out further.
Yeah, we're on Angie Austin TV.
Well, I just think it's neat because I love it that the other people who are joining us, that they're happy about it and that they're, doing things to get all their, like John, I just love him. And that, he said that he's going to get his headset ready and he'll help you too with the remotes. And then my old producer, Bill, he's so nice. He's super smart. And he said he'd help you too. And then there's another radio host that he works with, Eric, who's real techie. And he live streams their show, has been doing it for years.
I used to be techie and then I just got old.
Yeah, what are you, like 35 now? My gosh.
My 11 and 12-year-olds, they're now telling me how to do things. Like they're like, "Oh, we could help you edit your videos." What?
Wait a second. That would be great. What about that intern too that you're going to have?
Yes, he is in, and I have to go meet with him at Concordia next week.
Can he edit? Can your 12-year-old teach him how to edit?
Maybe. I want him to teach me how to edit.
Well, because like yesterday, that Python selfie when it bit that guy, I cannot watch that video without going, oh.
5 and 10.
And it froze. I should go get my jacket on.
Is Chris back?
Oh yeah,
right there. Here we're going 5.
Can't you see me?
Chris. Yeah, I got to get you up.
Welcome back to Daybreak USA.
Hey, it is Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. And hey, by the way, we're up on YouTube and Facebook. If you go to Daybreak USA Facebook, you can see John is wearing a suit. Chris Barnes now has a proper shirt, and I've curled my hair, so everything is good now. So we've got some lighter topics.
I'm working Sans headphones today too.
Your hair looks fabulous. You take a shower?
Oh, thank you. You ought to see when I wash it.
Okay, I have to be honest with you, John and Chris. I hope you don't mind me being this honest, Chris, because you're older than John and I, not that much, but man.
Boy, this comes up every day.
No, but man, for a man in your 50s, you have fabulous hair. That is
thank
so
you.
good.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a toupee because
you
have a ton of hair.
Well, it isn't. It isn't a toupee. We'll do the Donald Trump thing. Yeah. All right, Jimmy Fallon, you can grab my hair.
Really
actually, I'm kind of Conan O'Brien.
There you go.
That is fabulous. All right, so a woman paid $50,000 to punch a CEO in the face. Then we've got the new. Well, hold on, someone had to give a tease here. The Unicorn Cafe, which I'm so excited about. A man's being fined for a rooster, and it's not even his rooster. And then we're going to talk about a woman whose phone was given out on TV, and the phone won't stop ringing. Let's start with the $50,000 for punching the guy.
Yeah, we actually told you about this, I think, a day or two ago. Martin Shkreli, he is that much hated. He was called the most hated man in America for a while because he was the guy that was the head of the pharmaceutical company, and it was his decision, I guess, just out and out made the decision to up the cost of an AIDS medication by like 5,000% in one shot. So he became, very much hated and a symbol of pharmaceutical companies taking advantage and so forth. Well, in any case, he lost a friend recently, a good friend of his that also served, I guess, as his public relations guy, passed away. And so knowing that people don't like him, he auctioned off the opportunity to punch him in the face. And he would take the money that he raises and give it to the family of this friend of his who passed away. So a Florida woman has stepped up and won the auction. She's going to pay $50,000 to punch Martin Shkreli in the face. And she says she is going to pummel him. She's not just, I'm going to get some attention out of this. She said she is planning to pummel him.
Wow. Okay. Well, for $50,000, I guess you really want to get into it. Wow. Okay.
Kind of mean-spirited, but it is Martin Shkreli. So,
All right, a better story in terms of good news. 100-year-old dog tags returned to a veteran's family, and I like this because just making the effort to return them to the family instead of just throwing them in a drawer in the junk drawer at home. Go ahead, John.
Well, they found this thing on the side of the road, and yeah, like you said, it very easily could have been tossed in the trash. This dog tag. But instead, police in Massachusetts, I guess they went on Facebook and Twitter and a bunch of other social media sites, and they went ahead and they searched for the family of Joseph Hughes. This dog tag was 100 years old. Like you said, they found it on the side of the road, And ultimately, 24 hours after they posted this thing online, they found the family of Joseph Hughes, and this dog tag was able to be returned to the family. How cool is that?
I think
That
that's
is
really
cool.
cool. All right.
Yep.
I also was disturbed by the story out of Orange County, California. So this woman goes in for surgery and she goes back to the doctor 3 times and says, I'm in pain. They put her on antibiotics. She can't figure out what's wrong. Like months afterwards, she's in tons of pain. She herself ends up finding a metal instrument, which she describes as huge, protruding from her body. So she'd had all
Oh,
this pain and cramping. So she goes into the emergency room and they're like,
do I do
whoa,
I
whoa,
do I
whoa.
dare ask where it was, what part of her body it was protruding from?
No, you dare
Okay,
may
you
not
just told me
ask.
before the break not to ask.
You
That
may not, you dare may
so
not.
now we'll just
Okay.
all use our imaginations.
Oh my goodness. So she they said, sorry, we left an instrument inside of you. Of course,
Oh
she's
my
suing now
word.
because she could have died. She could have gotten a blood infection, sepsis, whatever. But that is absolutely frightening. You know, I worked in a hospital and we counted the trays when I did the emergency or the operating room trays, the surgical trays. We had a list and you count every single thing going into the tray. And then the surgical nurse counts every single thing coming out. And you have a
Ah,
checklist and you check off like 6 swabs, you know, for this, for that. And they're all supposed to, even every little piece of gauze is supposed to be checked off. Anyway, obviously
And then
someone
the
missed
doctor
that.
says, "Hey, where's my watch?"
Oh no. All right. So we had a weird situation happen on TV with a telephone number. Is that right, Chris?
Oh, yeah. So after this week's debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, it was C-SPAN that invited viewers to call in or text their opinions of the debate. So the problem is that the phone number they put on the screen wasn't really C-SPAN's number, but it
Right.
was the number of a 26-year-old Virginia woman named Trip Diaz. And she says she ended up getting over 13,000 text messages and 600 phone calls through the
Oh,
night.
oh, it's
The
kind of
first 2 minutes,
sad.
I was entertained. I was like, "What's happening? Like, obviously this is gonna stop soon." But then it was like 12:30, and then it was like 1:30, and I was like, "What the heck? I just want to use my phone."
So Diaz
oh.
says she eventually had to just put it on airplane mode and go to bed. But she said, the texts and calls kept coming the next day too. So, she just grit her teeth and hoped they would eventually stop, which I guess they have.
Hey, like Match.com, she could ask for photos and maybe find like the man of her dreams.
There
Sure.
you go.
All right, John, the rooster isn't even this guy's rooster and they're going to find him because it's so noisy.
Yeah, this thing apparently is making all sorts of noise, and people have been upset about it for years and years and years. And so this guy now apparently has 30 days to catch this rooster because there's a ban in the city against roosters. So he goes before a judge and says he's tried to catch the animal. He hasn't been able to do it. Says he called animal control. He's called the zoo. They can't catch this thing either. And so the city says, you got another 30 days or you're going to be in trouble.
I cannot believe we're out of time and I can't tell everybody about the unicorn themed cafe with rainbow colored pasta.
I
Ugh,
love
out of time.
unicorns.
I know, me too.
Google it.
That was fun. Thank you guys.